Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Lloyd here from thenewwavefitness.com. I know it's been a long time since my last video. There's reasons for that. A lot's been going on. I have 4 topics I want to talk about today. And you can already tell by the title above that some pretty big stuff. So I'll just try to make it concise and clear. I wrote down some notes here to keep me on track. So there's 4 main things I want to talk about. Number 1 is I've been pretty sick the last 2.5 months or so. I guess you could say really sick. I lost 21 pounds in about 2 months. I had gastritis and GERD, which I'm still working through, but it's a lot better than what it was. So at one point I was 164 pounds, and today I was 143 pounds. So, and that happened first week of May when that really kicked off. And it was a combination of things, but long story short, I got really sick one night. I had to call the ambulance, and they came and checked me out, and they said I was okay, but my hands were shaking and tingling, and they said I was having a panic attack. My heart rate was high, and then the next day and the weeks after that, I had intense stomach pain, and so that led to going to the urgent care of the doctor, and he told me I had gastritis and GERD, and he put me on some medication to help with that. And I stayed on that medication for about 2 to 3 weeks. I stayed on it for 2 weeks, and then did it every other day, and then took like a week off, and then went on it for another week because I started having some side effects like headaches and just lots of fatigue. And so I moved in and tried a different thing of getting into vitamin B complex that he told me about, and that actually helped a lot, but I didn't realize that I was so severely deficient in vitamin B because of the gastritis and the GERD was preventing me from getting my nutrients in, and the medication was preventing the stomach acid from building up. So I wasn't able to break down the food and absorb the nutrients for the vitamins and minerals. I thought my multivitamin was enough because I was still trying to take that, but it wasn't. And so I felt the effects of being really deficient in B12 primarily. It was affecting my mood, my energy. It was making me feel really down. I wasn't able to eat very many calories. Some days I would have 900 to 1,000 calories, and I was struggling to eat that much. Now I'm able to get like 1,800 calories usually every day, but it's still not enough to sustain my weight, so that's why I'm still losing weight. And I still have a little bit left over of the GERD, the acid reflux, and the gastritis, stomach pain. So I had to go to I went to 2 different doctors. I got lots of blood work done. My blood work was fine. Testosterone numbers were good. Thyroid was okay. Testosterone was 683, so I guess that's like average, a little bit above average, a few points above average, so that's good. The main thing was just elevated white blood cell counts from some sort of viral infection or inflammation, which could have been from the stomach lining being inflamed. So that I'm still working on slowly. I've been trying to exercise here and there, but I'm not able to bring it with the same intensity as I used to because I haven't been able to have enough food in me to feel strong enough to lift as much as I used to. So my weights and how much I used to lift probably just dropped by at least half, I would guess. So when I get back into lifting heavy, it's probably gonna have to start at half of what I was just to get back up into it. The last time I worked out with weights and bench press and squats was probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Besides that, I was doing like yoga and stuff here and there, and trying to just do some sort of movements and exercise bike. The second thing is I stopped all alcohol and all caffeine. I've been alcohol and caffeine free for like 2 months now, 2.5 months now, so that's good. It was really hard not having any caffeine at all because I didn't realize how many years I'd been used to having caffeine. Even just 100 milligram caffeine tablet you think doesn't do much in the long run, but when you get so used to it, you have to get back to your natural energy levels, which is difficult. So the only caffeine I have now is through matcha green tea, which is like nothing, hardly, maybe 15 milligrams of caffeine. So just tea. The other thing is, since I wasn't able to exercise so much, I lost some muscle size, so I'm recomping back soon, probably in a different approach. I'm not so focused on being really heavy and bulky and like having to be 165, 170 like I have been for a long time. I'm okay with being around 155, 160 is fine. I'm kind of just working with my body frame and what I have, and my fast metabolism makes things, that I lose weight even faster. Because to lose that much weight in such a short period of time is like fast metabolism with the low calories and not much, moving around and exercising. And it just led to, all those factors combined, lost a lot of weight. So I was surprised at how long it took me to get those 21 pounds and how fast it went. It's crazy. But we're slowly getting that back up. You know, I'd be satisfied if I gained about 10 more pounds when I get feeling better, and just keep it at that. The good news is that my blood pressure numbers actually improved. My blood pressure went down as I lost weight, which is, everyone knows that commonly, but when you're already a healthy BMI and then you still lose more weight, but you're still a healthy BMI, your blood pressure numbers improve still. Like I think my blood pressure went down probably like 10 points sustained from what it was, so that's good. The next thing is I'm going to be moving from Hawaii. I'm leaving Hawaii. I'm going back to the mainland, going to Washington State. There's better amenities there. There's more job opportunities for me in the future. I'm going to be closer to friends and family because they're going to be back on the mainland. Higher paying jobs, and the money stretches further. Groceries much cheaper. You know, Amazon delivers faster. It's just the list goes on. There's the only negative side is of course the cold, but I picked the place that it snows the least amount, so that'll be interesting. So this is probably going to be one of the last videos you see of me in this room, my power rack, my gym, the way this room looks, all my last videos, you know, in this gym room area. So going to be moving to Washington State, and new place, and I lived here in Hawaii for 13 years. It leads me to the next topic. Lived on the Big Island for 13 years, learned a lot, and so I'm going to be making future videos talking about the pros and cons of living in Hawaii, and is it really worth it? Is it all it's cracked up to be? Is it like how it is on the TV and the movies and the commercials and YouTube videos, or is it kind of different if you actually live here? So I'll be making those videos probably when I get on the mainland and things are situated. So right now I'm focused on the next few days. I'm going to be taking down my power rack, putting that back in the box, taping it up, and taking apart this thing and putting it together by yourself is a big project. Let's just say that for people who know gym stuff. So I'm going to be taking all this stuff down, taking the computer down, taking the desk down, and finishing boxing up some stuff in the house and putting it all in a big container, and that's going to be shipping across the ocean and then getting to the port by Seattle and then driving to the location with it. So it's a lot going on. Big adjustment, but you know, I think for the long term in the future it's going to be worth it. Right now it's kind of one of those moments where you have to suffer now to have reward and pleasure later. So that's what we're doing. And so fitness and exercising has kind of taken a backseat for now, just so that I can focus on the move and focus on getting situated there. And once I'm there, I'm going to have a lot more different styles of exercise I can do as well. I'm going to bring my power rack and everything, of course. I may not put my power rack up right away. I may just get back into conditioning and recomping with my 52-pound adjustable dumbbells and some bench press, you know, Bulgarian split squats, you know, reverse lunges and things like that for maybe 1 to 3 months, just to get my body back in the groove of lifting considerable weight. And then probably eventually I'll get back into the Olympic weightlifting and more heavy stuff, like heavy deadlifts, but we'll see how I feel. I'm still trying to get my strength back fully. It's just kind of shocking for me to see how fast I lost that weight, like 21 pounds in 2 months, which boom. So now I'm down to 143, which is still a healthy BMI, but you know, I was just surprised that it happened that fast. So focusing on moving now, moving to Washington, and I will share videos with you all as I can as the weeks go on, as the days and weeks go on. But just know I'm still here. If you want to message me directly, you can message me on Instagram at New Way Fitness, and I'll reply to people there. And besides that, just keep doing your stuff, stay focused on your life and your goals and your dreams, stay positive, and we'll all get through this together. And thank you for being a subscriber or a viewer all these years, and we're going to have new cool things going forward, and follow the journey still with me as we try to gain the weight back that we lost from being sick, and all this stuff we're going to bring with us to the new place, and it's going to be good. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.